Good afternoon, friends, and welcome to another episode of Team Jesus Outdoors. With fishing being shut down essentially for most of the month of April due to the governor's ban on motorboats, I've had a lot of guys emailing me asking me, did I think that the walleye would still be running when the ban was lifted? And I told every one of them, I'm sure the walleye will still be running. Generally, that walleye bite will stay good at least into early May. Occasionally on a year like last year, the walleye bite was good right through the whole month of May. However, what you're going to see in this footage coming up, what ended up happening was we had such a cold April that while the water temps should have gone up around 10 degrees throughout the course of the month, the water temp has actually dropped about 6 degrees since the boating ban began. On April 7th, which is the last day that I was on the water before the ban started, my buddy and I were both on the water that day, and both of us were marking surface water temps between 49 and 50 degrees, which is generally just about the time that magic starts. However, this past Saturday, April 25th, almost 3 weeks later, instead of the water temps being well into the 50s like one would have expected, all the cold weather we had in April had dropped that water temp back to 43.5, 43.8, depending on where you were at in the river. So instead of the surface water temp picking up 10 degrees over the course of the month, the water temp actually dropped 6 degrees. What we have now, instead of that bite dwindling down, the bite has actually gotten much better. As it turns out, the walleye bite right now is on fire. What we do have going on right now, which is pretty typical of this time of year, generally in April we get a substantial amount of rain, and we've gotten a fair amount of rain over the last couple weeks. So we do have some stained water in the river, and generally what happens is as the winds shift back and forth from an easterly wind to a more westerly wind, the wind winds up pushing that stained water either from the American side over the Canadian side or vice versa. So what we had going on this past weekend, as you'll see in the footage, we had some pretty stained up water on the Canadian side of the river and pretty clear water on the US side of the river. One thing that you want to keep in mind when you encounter this, make sure to adjust the color of your jig and plastic presentation, particularly your plastic. Make sure to adjust your color as the water temperature changes. So if you're jigging in one part of the river and you've got relatively clear water, you'll want to have a more of a natural colored presentation. However, if you move from one location to another and you wind up in more stained water, that's the time to pull out that darker presentation. Stained water conditions and low light water conditions are the time to break out your black worms and your black finesse minnows. You'll notice that where the guys are fishing right here, there's pretty good stain in the water.
That one hit it.
This is like the fish.
Well, he did it. Detroit piggy right there. Look at that. And held it.
Dark, black.
Black on black.
Black
Chartreuse
on black,
tail.
maybe with a little chartreuse tail.
Oh, worm?
And
Find out worm?
No.
No, finesse.
Finesse. But I had it on before him, and I was doing like,
No, literally, you gotta snap jig and then drop it slow.
Okay. You guys run a black hat or?
Black head,
Okay.
1 ounce.
Appreciate that. That's a
Bird.
good fish.
Hey, we're supposed to help each other, man. Yeah.
There was I said somebody got, a couple people got chased back over yesterday.
we talked to the policeman. He didn't know about the new rule, so he had to look it up, and then he was fine. But the Windsor police already checked him when they're over on the backside.
Oh, they looked it up on his phone. He's like, oh, it did get lifted 19 hours ago.
Yeah, so we're good.
Oh, we got lifted.
Yeah.
Because he drove right by. He must have checked you first.
Yeah.
Nice fish. So he must have checked you first.
Nice fatty. Look at that.
Once you hold up the two biggest fish. Yeah, I mean that, you should measure that just to see, but I bet you it's, oh, you can't. That one's, my my measure.
Hey guys, thanks for watching another episode of Team Jesus Outdoors. I hope you've enjoyed this footage. Hope you found this video to be useful. Hey, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to Team Jesus Outdoors. Make sure to smash that like button and leave us a comment in the comment box below and let us know, have you gotten back out on the water yet? And if so, have you found the fishing to be pretty good? Hey, also don't forget, we now have a second YouTube channel, and I'll leave a link in the description below. But check out our channel over at Team Jesus Outdoors Men's Ministry. Over on the Men's Ministry channel, we post biblical messages, we post chats and discussions about the Bible and about things that we face as Christians. But like we've said all along, there are two kinds of men in this world. There are men that need Christ, and there are men that need more of Christ in their life. Whichever one of these you are, I hope that you will stop and check out TJO Men's Ministry. Hey guys, good luck this season. God bless, tight lines. We'll see you on the water.